Hello Virgo, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I'm Lesley Ormsby and I'm doing your reading for July 2021. Yes, I am actually on the ball. I'm trying. Actually, I'm trying. When I'm saying I'm trying, I've actually, and you may be doing this too, it's like getting more organized but in a different way for different things, and being more on time for certain things. And maybe you've got through some, I'm just hearing, you've got through some stuff that's actually, I want to say it's kind of been holding you back, but maybe not so much. But it's like, it's just, where are they going with it? It's kind of like, you know how things start to pile up, or things just come in and then it seems like it's piling up, and you've had to learn what to prioritize, is what I'm hearing actually. And so it's maybe felt like it's been a bit disorganized, and you've had to like put some things aside because you're either processing, internalizing something, had to go into, say, a hermit mode, period of time. But also you've been learning, like Spirit is saying, you've been learning what to let go of and what to keep and hold on to at the moment. And, there's something about siphoning and or sieving away, sifting through what is more important to you and what is not. So it's like categorizing, categorizing whatever it is that you're shelving this and that sort of thing. So what I'm hearing is prioritizing and organization. So it's kind of, something is kind of like more starting to fall into place for you in this July. So anyway, this is for a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus. So wherever Virgo fits for you in your astrological chart, or you may be watching this for someone who is a Virgo and just seeing what's maybe going on for them. So, and welcome to you all anyway as well. So I just want to remind everybody that these reads, the messages that are coming through here are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. If they do, wonderful. If they're not, just check out what your other signs are saying. So, and like I say, sometimes with the other videos, there are quite a few new people that are, I've noticed, that are watching these videos now. So, and sometimes they may not. Not all of it may resonate, so, and this is why I suggest that checking out what your other signs are saying for you, to give you just a little bit more of an overall comprehensive view about what could be going on for you next month. Okay, so I'll just now also, if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, or if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. Leave me a comment or a thumbs up, and if this resonates with you. And also, what else did I want to say? I think that's all I needed to say. Okay, I feel like I've just rambled on and got through that really quickly. But this time, this is the thing, it's organized, or there's been a flow where you've allowed yourself to get into some sort of flow that is, where are they going? Wow, more organized or more suits you. I feel like for some of you, this is like finding, adapting to something or making changes to actually work better for you. So that's what it is for some of you. So anyway, and staying on track, basically. Okay, I'm going to take that because it's good. Repetition is the first card out. So this is from the Energy Earth Oracle deck that I'm shuffling from now. Fortitude, absence. So repetition. So I'm really drawn to this moon and the cycles here that they're showing in here. So on this card, but also in how cyclic things are and how things are repetitive. As far as the cycle, the moon cycles and the planet cycles, it's always going to happen in a specific way, in general ways. So it's going to bring up certain things for us. So maybe there is something that is repetitive that you, for some of you, are wanting to keep in your life, a repetitive cycle or a repetitive something, but like maybe just keeping on time. But other things may be repetitive in the sense that you are maybe wanting to ditch in your life, like some limiting belief patterns or thoughts, or something that is breaking a cycle that is repetitive in your family, for whatever that is. For you, but maybe it's just breaking your own cycle of not listening to yourself, And that maybe that might be repetitive, and start turning it around where you are listening to yourself and that being more repetitive rather than the other way around. So where am I going? Which cards am I going? Okay, we want to go and see what the angels are bringing out for you. So Archangel Raphael is wanting to pop in at the moment. So what I'm getting for this one, what has come up for you, is respect yourself and others. So there's maybe something going on there where there may be a disrespect or some way where it may be you or maybe someone else, Virgo. So that's in your sphere, in your circle. Amethyst, rose quartz, clear quartz, or selenite maybe really awesome crystals for you to have in your space at the moment, or wearing either in your space, living bedroom, in your car, even on you, whatever it is, in order to be able to manifest what you do want in your life. Okay, this is also about, because I'm seeing friction in there. So heal the past in the now for the future. Okay, so that is the next card that Archangel Raphael would like to share with you. And on the end here we have as magic is in every moment. Make the most of it and make the magic. So we are capable of doing that for each of us. So it depends on the choices that we make. So, and maybe that is something about, the repetition that's coming up in here. So I want to go to, okay, not those ones. I'm having they may be coming out later. Okay. There may be some sort of indecision about what you're going to do or what cards you're going to use, even at this point. So I took the crystal off that one first, so I'm going to go back to that one. So it may be that something like that has happened to you, not necessarily with cards. It could be a car, it could be, a person, it could be a job, it could be, a way of doing things for you, whatever it is for you. So the Justice card and the Eight of Wands, they were in reverse when I picked it up and turned them that way. So the Eight of Justice is like, I'm going to leave it in reverse for the moment, them in there in reverse. I'm just going to, okay, that's interesting. Okay, see what that the swords come up. So, well, I picked the deck up and it was in reverse. So it's something I feel like you can change it. You can turn it around, because I want to turn it around. I'm just asking what was, seeing where Spirit we're going with that one. So it's repetition. Okay, yep. So justice. It's like this is something you can turn around with the Justice card is talking about here. So something is, there is something that is starting to balance out, and it's up to you to balance that out. Because this is like a mind, body, spirit, soul flow today again. I'm working on shifting that, but this has come up for the monthly one, so it's going to be a little bit different for the weekly ones on saying that. So there's something about that even in there for you, and it may be something is shifting or moving for you in your workplace, in your family place, in a relationship, and it's kind of like you've had to juggle things around, and it may be something to do, with family situation or a health situation, with not necessarily with you, but with someone in the family or whatever's going on there. But there's something on saying that it's throwing you or gotten you to like shift out of where you're starting to out of some sort of maybe a disorganized or a situation anyway, where you, and it's, I get for some of you it's not like this all the time. And it may have been a little bit longer than what you would have liked to have, but it's like, I'm just hearing like, just be kind to yourself, basically, because something is shifting now, and with this repetition here, something is balancing out, and it's like something is coming around where you've got everything coming around where you've got the respect of others and yourself. Okay, this is where they're going with that, and now things are starting to come into balance. So what is happening here is like with this Eight of Wands was in reverse, and before you might have felt like you weren't able to move, but now you can, because I want to turn that around as well, because they're talking about you can turn that around basically. But the reason why is because you've got the Ace of Swords here that's come up under fortitude, and if you've got this different, because you're moving more in your truth. Interesting, you've got the Justice there, because it's like you're not lying to yourself anymore. You're being truthful to yourself and or to others. Fortitude here is about courage and strength through adversity, basically, and having that, which is interesting why that amethyst is coming there, but in the rose quartz, clear quartz, and all the selenite help to clear other, clear shit away, good shit. Not so much the good shit, but the not so good shit, okay? All the stuff that's going on, and actually with the selenite. Yeah, so it's like you're more settled and grounded in what you know now, and because you've been because of this, whatever you've been going through in this processing, or this whatever it is, whether it's mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, and or soul, or whatever is in what area it's generally got something a bit to do with everything, a part of us, but whatever it is, it's like you're more in your truth. There's some sort of victory that's happening there as well, with the Ace of Swords. But it's like you now know you're moving. Oh gosh, so then the Knight of Wands, you see, that's in reverse as well, and I have the deck up, so it's flipped out in that way. So there may be where you may be feeling or have felt that you've been a little bit stuck and you haven't been getting going. So I'm going to turn that around. So because you've got the Eight of Wands there, which was in reverse, but like they say, look, if you're shit's turning around, stuff is turning around for you for next month, okay? So because of that now card, and then the Knight of Wands has come through to confirm that. I do feel like, though, on saying that, is like, because this Knight is a typical energy of running in and rushing in sometimes, and it can be and like a bull at a gate pretty much, but not actually, no, not even, well, similar, but just rushing into things and maybe not thinking about things. So with this energy, and so just being mindful that you take notice of what is going on around you, and maybe slow down a bit on saying that. This could be a fire sign, actual energy that's coming, that may be in your life or coming into your life, that may bring this energy and may feel overwhelming. So they may feel quite and because these energies are very passionate and they want to get going and they want to make things happen. So, and it may be not at your speed. So you may be feeling something, you may be that actually, no, I need to slow down. So don't let them rush you. And don't let this energy, if there's not a fire sign energy, don't feel like you're rushed. So there may be a tendency with you to rush through things and not think about things clearly, before you take those next step or run towards something. So it's like, all right, it's kind of like, I feel like they're just saying putting things into place and just being mindful. Okay, cool. So anyway, it's because I feel like there may be a sense for some of you, it's like you're just being let out of a cage. So it's like, I'm going to go for it. So this is where they're saying, like, okay, like, just like be mindful about how fast you run, and what is, that you're not missing bits and pieces. Okay, so the other thing is that there may be somebody in your life that is a fire sign, and they may be quite wanting things to move a lot quicker, and you're not quite ready for it. So it's like, well, so be in your power, respect yourself and others, and by telling them how it is that you're feeling, and like that's respecting you, but also respecting them in the sense that you are being honest and truthful. Okay, so anyway, manifestation. Okay, so manifestation there with the absence. It's interesting because you may have had that feeling, a feeling of, and you may get that feeling in July. There's been a lack of it, or you're unable to, an absence of it. So, but I feel like there is something, even though with this energy moving on, it's like there is some groundwork to do. The Chariot also here is like there's a new path. And it may be that you're stopping and you're contemplating which way you're going to go. So even though there is this movement here, and this is what I feel like they're saying, don't rush things, or just be mindful, just take one step at a time. Use this energy to like give you that momentum, yes, to get going, but just being mindful about actually how much energy you are spending, and that you're not being pushed or shoved to do something that is, that you're not quite sure about, or you don't feel you're quite ready for. The Wands energies, and even we are all intuitive. So this is about you listening to your intuition as well, because things, there is something in the pipeline. So what I'm hearing is during this time is like, just, keep the hope, because the stars here, the star cards here. So there is hope, there. Things are moving along more than what you think. It's just like, or better than what you think. it's just sometimes we need to take a little, like a step back, or not so much even a step back. Sometimes we do, but I feel like it's not about staying there forever. And some of us, and then we're going to step forward. I feel like you're starting to move forward now. In July, you feel like you can move forward because you've like some of these or move forward, or move forward quicker, which is why this is here, because some of these things are starting to like click, click. Okay, I'll get that now. So you can feel taking another step forward or 10 steps forward, or whatever it is. And it's closer to getting something sort of manifestation. I do feel like something is, what Spirit is saying is something is manifesting in the background. You are manifesting it. Might seem like it's absent, but you're absent and you're not doing it, but it actually is. But because you're contemplating which path, this new path where you're going on, or are you going to stay on this, stay on the path that you're on, or you're going to go this way or that way. So you've got 3 options: that way, or this way. And it may be that you choose that way or that way, I don't know, or stay on the path that you're already on. It's totally up to you. And then it may be that you're seeing, okay, if I go this way, so there's this contemplation here, but it's like, and it may feel like you're being held up. So anyway, just stay in the hope and be inspired about what is seeing around you. The stars in here, the white stars, they talk about symbolic of the chakras. So it's a time to heal yourself, clear yourself, cleanse yourself, and ready to, so you can make that decision about where you're going. And so you can see, feel, sense clearer, what's going on. Here in the last card here on the last row is, the soul energy here. Healing the past and the now for the future, really, really super important. So it may have brought up some friction for you and or others in the family, but it's like you're moving through it, which is kind of why this is feeling a little bit like stuck in mud or whatever it is that you're feeling. But then look, you see there's some sort of victory again with this the 6 of Wands. So something is moving. You've something is, you've gone through the struggle and frustration with it is in the 5 of Wands, and you figured it out. It's still movement, 5 of Wands, because we're still moving along, but it's like you figured it out, and it's like you've moved past it. So whatever that friction is, and that could be the friction that is, holding you back, is like you taking and moving into this new space where you're going to be moving on to bigger, brighter things, and new things. And it's maybe, because this healing the past is going to help you to move forward with that. So it's like you're moving through that, which is bloody beautiful. Okay, anyway, we'll just go pick this card up here. Okay, yeah, look at that. So with the 10 of Swords, something is coming to an end. Definitely with decision making about what it is and your next steps, or where you're going to be going, and looking at them. But actually, the things when you make this decision are going to be fruitful, abundant, prosperous. It may not happen overnight, but it will happen. It's like, I feel like that's what the Star of Hope is about. It's not giving up hope. It's just like sometimes we've got to just go through some things and to sort it out. And as we're moving along in our life, in our general life, and all areas of our life, but there is things that are going on. I don't feel like a lot of you have actually come to a complete halt with everything. It may be with certain things, and because you've needed to take some time out, that's okay. So to contemplate what is going on, how you are going to sort something out. So this 10 of Swords here is like you've come to some sort of decision, you've moved past it, you've understand what is going on, it's like you've either communicated something, but you're more in your power. So it's like you can now leave all this other stuff, the past, behind, basically, what it was holding you back before. Look at all those swords in your back, on the back. But it's not you. It's not. It's there. That's dead and gone, leaving in the past. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, amazing movement. So I'm just gonna pull these cards here. This is some energy oracle deck that I've came across a few years back, and it's a lovely little deck. And I'll just see what comes up. I've just been drawn to draw a few cards out of here, just to finish it off. Okay. Look at that, all tied up. So when I'm talking about that's all tied, even though she's all tied up in the bushes there, I just feel like it's more in the symbolic of, it may be for you, yeah, all tied up, but it's like, or you may be feeling all tied up, but I do feel like things are all tied up, and it may be that this one here is whatever is lurking in the background or secretively is all tied up, it's sorted out, okay? It's in your mind, basically. 2 and 3 for me. 2 is about relationships. 3 is about balance as well. So there's something interesting there that with it's come over that repetition in the justice card. So something is balancing out. I feel like you sorted out. You start to sort things out more so, or things are being sorted out in the background. Maybe the universe is actually doing and you know, with you, working with you there. Probably yes. Yeah. That are working with you to help tie things up for you. The 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So there we go for the, you know, in your 3rd eye here, there's something that's opening up. So it's like you're able to see a little bit more clearer, brighter, grounding foundation, and build that foundation. There's a new beginning with that as well. So building new foundation, new grounds, which is really interesting because it's fallen into the physical here. So grounding, happy family with number 4. So there's something about that with you. You know, it may be that you're seeing with this manifestation, it may be about family coming together, but not just the family, but building, or so maybe you're starting some new ground on some new roots and planting some new seeds in the family, as far as growing your family. In the sense it could be children, you know, or grandchildren maybe coming in, and maybe new partners, relationships, and that sort of thing, you know, coming in as well. But there's some sort of manifestation in that way. But I'm feeling the fact that it's happy family. So there's definitely a lot more foundational work that's stability. It could be around to do with finances as well, something shifting in there, and even something to do with health as well. Cool. And it maybe just, when I say health, it's not meant to scare you. It's maybe that you're like looking at things differently and taking care of your health, and your family, and your finances, and all that sort of thing. So, and 49 on in the soul area, the angel of love. So once again, grounding, something is coming, nearing a cycle there, and there could be, you know, more love that's coming around with you. So the angel of love is bringing more love into your energy, and talking about vibrating that, being in your heart and heart space rather than just your head space. So finding that balance. It's important to find that balance in all areas of our chakras, really, at the end of the day. Okay. Cool. I'm going to leave that there with you. What am I saying, Leo? Virgo, for today, for this month of, you know, for this month. I'm just thinking, because I'm actually talking about July, but it's still in June. So I'm not used to be getting this far ahead of myself or this organized. So maybe there's a part of you that's in me, in my energy at the moment. And no, it's not really. It's actually... I think it's for a lot of us, this energy is like getting a lot of us moving, being more in our space, and that's what I feel like it is for you. And also for the fact that I've said that, it may be for some of you are being like a step ahead of yourself, or 2 steps ahead, in the sense that you're more prepared for whatever, you know, for whatever is coming, and that's all it is. Beautiful. Taking a breath. Anyway, bye for now. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. As far as doing these readings weekly or fortnightly, it's something that I'm putting into my schedule. Anyway, bye for now.